Going on, truck fans? Justin with AmericanTrucks.com, coming to you from SEMA 2022. Guys, we are going to do our best to show you a lot of the cool Ram trucks from this year's show. Walking around the show so far, ton of TRXs, ton of 2500 stuff. Let's go through the show a little bit. Stop by our friends over at the Mopar booth, see what they brought, because I understand they brought a couple rigs as well, and check out some of the sights and sounds of SEMA 2022. Let's go. All right, guys, so Ram has definitely shown up with a ton of TRXs here at SEMA 2022, but this one behind me is just a little bit different from the rest. Let's check it out, guys. This is the Warlord, built by a shop called Apocalypse. It's the 6x6. Now, this is a TRX. The frame has been stretched, lengthened. You can see, there we go. We got the TRX suspension. Two for the rear now. Kevlar coated truck. I guess you could say it's bulletproof. I don't know. I don't know if they want to test that theory. But yeah, this is an Apocalypse build, 6x6. This thing is every bit of 20 feet long here. And this color, this finish, this Kevlar is insane. Almost like, to me, I grew up skateboarding. Feels like grip tape a little bit. I imagine it's not fun to clean, but it is absolutely insane. So the TRX front end still remains the same, as you can see. So coming from the rear, you really don't know much is up. But when this thing blows by with its 800 plus horsepower, you can see it's been stretched out quite a bit. Well, guys, we stumbled across the Mopar booth here at SEMA 2022. Mopar is actually one of the few manufacturers that did not pull out of this year's show. Ford, Chevy, they both pulled out. And I think as a result, SEMA rewarded them with not only the hottest 4x4 with the Jeep, but also hottest truck of the show as well with the Ram. Big part of that, of course, this year is the addition of the TRX. There are a bunch of them here at the show, including two concepts from Ram. So let's check them out a little bit more. Up first, guys, this is the Backcountry X concept TRX. You got some support for the trails, I guess you could say, here on this thing. You can see you got your fishing setup, you got some baseballs, your tackle box, thanks to the Ram accessories. There we go. You still got use of the bed, which I love. You know, you could use this for camping, throw a mattress in there, do some whatever, doing all that stuff, but you got some storage built in as well. Inside is really cool. Look at the interior, guys. There's your Backcountry X. It's kind of like almost an olive drab colored leather or suede. Really digging that. Of course, we're still working with that good old fashioned 700 plus horsepower TRX power plant. So you're getting through that backcountry a little bit quicker, a little bit louder. Let's take a quick look over here on this side again. And again, here you go. You got some recovery gear, some tools, whatever you need. But this is just one of two. The second TRX that Ram brought to the table here, at least the concept, is the Gold Shot TRX concept. And the big thing with this is your toy hauler. As you can see, we got twin dirt bikes in the bed. This is what you're gonna need. You want to haul your UTVs, or at least in this case your dirt bikes, to the trails. A lot of accessories on this truck as well, guys. Let's take a quick look on the inside. And again, I really like how they do the little pops of gold throughout to match the concept. So nothing crazy over the top with the Ram concepts, but very functional, I guess you could say here. So hats off, Ram. Definitely digging the two TRXs. Call this one the Thin Mint, but it's not very thin. All right, guys, so this is my kind of TRX behind me. It's kind of a sleeper outside of the wrap, of course, basically advertising everything that's going on. But there's some really high quality components, and it's kind of a less is more build. So let's check it out a little bit. Obviously, King equipped, big fan of their stuff. You can see we got the reservoirs up top. I mean, this thing's, you know, these things are chunked up pretty good, these 37. This guy definitely wheels this thing. But you can also notice, aside from the very cool wrap, the MagnaFlow exhaust, and Kibitech's got their control arms on this thing. Check that out. Really baller stuff under there. It's a shame because such nice components, and for them to be hidden like that. Friends at MagnaFlow supplied the exhaust here. But again, just kind of a simple build, quality components, nothing too crazy. That's my kind of SEMA build. What about you guys? What do you think? Let me know. All right, guys, as the sun sets and the smoke clears here from all the burnouts, that's going to do it for me from SEMA 2022 for the American Trucks Ram video. Guys, there were a couple nice Rams, a couple big Rams, a little bit of everything here this year. It's always fun to see what's going on with the trends. Big is still in. That's pretty obvious, and we definitely saw some cool stuff. So as always, drop us a comment wherever you're watching this. Let us know which truck was your favorite. Like, comment, subscribe. We certainly appreciate it. And hey, let's do it again next year. What do you say? All right, guys. In the meantime, I'm Justin from Vegas. Remember, for all things truck, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.